All right, so I'm going to talk to you about protecting your equity in your home in addition to potential mortgage relief. So I've got an extensive video below on some ideas and some things I did a couple of months ago for clients to know how can you potentially get your payments deferred, all that other kind of stuff. So it's very informative. Check that out below. In addition to that, if you have specific questions or would like to initiate that process and you run into some trouble, reach out to me. I can walk you through it. The other thing is equity protection. So I'm going to talk to you about that here. And basically what ends up happening is right now, a lot of people have a lot of equity or more equity than they've ever had. The market's very healthy. Creditors, for example, are treating things a little bit differently because of the equity. So for example, your mortgage company is willing to defer your payments and put it on the end because there's equity in your home. It's not like you're upside down and they'll never get their money back. If you decide to sell, they'll get it back instead of now, later. So how do you make sure that you're making the right choices when you're doing that if you've got equity and you don't want to eat it all up? Another thing is, what if you know that you want to own a home in the general area that you're in for the foreseeable future, but you want to take advantage of the equity you have? So I have one client who sold a home and got a lot of equity in just a 2-year period. I think it was $50,000, somewhere around there. And what we did is we found her another home, almost very similar, around the corner. She moved into that home, bought it, took advantage of some programs that I was able to set her up with, but she made $50,000 from selling her home. And the payment difference was very small and nominal. And she was able to take that equity, instead of letting it just sit there, cash in on it and pay off a buttload of debt. And with paying off all of that debt, she was still able to move into a home, have a similar mortgage payment, and live her life comfortably right around the corner. So that's one of the ways to protect your equity, is to cash in on it now, move into something else, get the mortgage and get your equity to increase again with time because the market is healthy right now. But at the same time, you don't have the risk of the market tanking and all your equity getting eaten up by depreciating values 5 years from now, if that happens or something like that. You can cash in on it now. You know what you have now. Cash in on it, upgrade your lifestyle, or even stay even in your lifestyle, taking advantage of the equity. Another thing that you can do right now to truly protect your equity is, if you love your home, you're in your dream home, or you're just very satisfied, is you can refinance at a lower rate. Depending on how much equity you have, I could talk you through, does it make sense to have $5,000 closing costs added to your mortgage balance? Some people have concerns about, well, I've got only 20 years left on my mortgage. I don't want to start over. There's some questions I might be able to answer for you, but in general, if you want to cash out and refinance, you can, let's say, if your mortgage balance is $250 and your home is worth $350 now or something like that, you'll easily be able to get out $50,000 to $70,000 on a refinance. Put that money in your pocket. It's tax-free, and that way you know that you don't lose that equity in the event of something bad potentially happening. So that's another creative way to make something happen. Other people, it's subjective, and the equity position is not massive, and you want to extend your stay to gain more equity, depending upon when you bought or how healthy the particular market you are in is. That is an option as well. I've had someone else recently, they had a change in income, and we were able to work with their mortgage company to do a partial claim on their mortgage insurance. So if you have FHA loan and you're paying FHA mortgage insurance, this is one of the ways it can come in and benefit you. I've got two clients that have done something similar. So what ended up happening, one case is they got a partial claim in the amount of $90,000, reduced their mortgage balance that they were being charged interest on and being amortized by $90,000, and it lowered their rate Their payments went down about $700. They're still in their home. That $90,000 is kind of a soft second, which means there's no interest, no payments. They could stay in the home for the rest of the mortgage, pay off the original balance that's amortized, and left over will be $90,000. Again, it won't go up. It's a soft second. And so if they ever sell the home, they've got to pay it. But right now, they are able to stay in the home and have their payment based off of a smaller mortgage. So this is a way that if you're struggling or you know someone who's struggling, that you can work out an agreement with your mortgage company to decrease the amount of your mortgage you're being charged interest on, put it on the back. It in some ways just kind of protects your pocket today, but it protects your equity in the future, because this is potentially an asset that's going to appreciate. Even if we hit a downturn, it's going to turn right back around and appreciate again. If you want to hang in there for the long haul, this is one of the ways to help make that affordable and possible. So, 18 years of experience, whole family combined, over 100 years of experience within me, between my mother, my father, my sister, and myself. If there's something unique or creative you want to come up with, or just this wasn't clear enough and you've got specific questions, let me know. Love to help you out, or any of your friends, even your enemies. Thank you for watching.